Some great high school football games on tap this week. I'm Barry Trammell along with high school writer Jacob Unruh. We're in the Oklahoman studios, and Jacob, your top 10 games this week, you didn't have to go searching for some quality matchups. We got some good ones, starting with the #1 game in the state, Albert at Guthrie in a 5A battle of unbeatens.
Yeah, huge matchup here. I've kind of had this circled in my calendar for a little while, especially when you look at Albert star running back Dadrian Taylor. Knew he was coming back from injury this week, and so he's had that circled. You know it's a big rivalry. Albert's dominated the last few years, and they graduate so many kids this year. They have an entire new starting defense. All 11 players did not start last year, and they're still coming in and dominating everyone. But Guthrie has forced, I think, 23 turnovers going into this. Their defense seems to have kind of regained its form, and it could be some problems for Albert.
Well, move up to Class 6A, #2 game in the state. Unbeaten Broken Arrow at unbeaten Edmond Santa Fe. Santa Fe's the great Western hope this year. Can they break that east side of the state stranglehold? Most people say Broken Arrow. You certainly have Broken Arrow ranked #1. Most people say the Tigers the best team in the state. Can Santa Fe mount a challenge?
It's a question I get posed a lot. What team can challenge the East this year? I think Santa Fe is the best hope. Their defense is really good, led by Oklahoma State commit Trace Ford, Michael Pope, Cameron Love, a defensive back committed to Charlotte, already has 3 interceptions, including a pick 6. But the biggest question is, what can their offense do against Broken Arrow? The Broken Arrow's defense does not allow very many points or yards. They've essentially shut really good teams down like Union and Jinx, and they've had no issue doing that. And Cannon Hansen, Tyler Travis, guys like that need to find a way to get going to keep the ball away from Broken Arrow with that massive offensive line that has just been dominating teams.
All right, finally, let's look at one more game. Your #3 game in the state, Class 6A Division II. Stillwater, unbeaten #1, goes to Lawton, always a formidable foe. What about the Pioneers?
You know, Stillwater has really taken a lot of steps forward this year. Gunnar Gundy has developed into this really solid quarterback. Nothing too flashy at times, but he makes great throws. He's accurate. He's got a great receiver in Anthony Bland, to move in from San Diego. But the biggest question is what happens with Quantrell Walker. He was ejected from last week's game. I think the Stillwater was hoping maybe they can figure out something with the OSA. I have not got an update as of yesterday. But if he has to sit out, that really puts some more advantage towards Lawton, that has Miles Davis, one of the more dynamic running backs in the state. It's also in Lawton. It's never easy to go down to Cameron Stadium and win a game. And so Stillwater, this is going to be, I think, their biggest challenge to date.
Well, sounds like a great matchup, and what a lineup of great football matchups this week in the state of Oklahoma. Stay tuned for further high school football coverage here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoman.